Caitlin Clark changes course and revises plans for European League. The request of Indiana fans has finally been accepted as Caitlin Clark has hijacked her Europe League adventure, returned to America, and decided to play in the WNBA again. But let's not forget the WNBA has a toxic culture and has been a hot mess all season when it comes to Caitlin. While Europe was practically rolling out the royal treatment for her, ready to slap a crown on her head and make her the highest paid female baller in the game. But the WNBA commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, realized the mistake and apologized from Caitlin, personally condemning the racism and how they're gonna fix things, because let's be real, the WNBA has struggled without Caitlin Clark, and now they cannot afford to lose her for forever. So what's the WNBA cooking up now? Are they actually gonna stick to their promises? And how exactly did they convince her to stay after all that drama? Now, when's the last time you heard of a sports commissioner getting all vulnerable and apologizing to a player? Yeah, never. And let's be real, Caitlin was about to peace out, take the bag, and become the international face of basketball. So for the commissioner to go full "we failed you" mode, that's next level desperation. This wasn't just some PR move they cooked up in a boardroom. No, this was personal. The commissioner came forward, admitted that the WNBA had let Caitlin down in a huge way, like letting dirty politics and straight up racist behavior slide on and off the court, the league turning a blind eye. Yeah, that was why Caitlin had one foot out the door, passport in hand. But suddenly, the WNBA decides to own up to their mess, and the world is like, wait, what just happened? Because let's be real, the WNBA isn't exactly known for handling their drama well. They've got a reputation for sweeping stuff under the rug, hoping it all goes away. So when they come out and say, yeah, we failed Caitlin, that's not just surprising, it's full on wild. It's like they finally realized, oh no, we didn't just lose a player, we lost the player. Caitlin wasn't just their star. She was the reason people even tuned in, and without her, ticket sales tanked, viewership nosedived, and the whole league was on the verge of flatline. The WNBA didn't just mess up, they were staring at their own downfall. And Caitlin was the key to keeping the ship afloat, by turning down that sweet European gig. She's saying, yeah, you messed up, but now you're gonna fix it. This isn't just about her either. She's forcing the whole league to take a long, hard look in the mirror and start dealing with the problems they've been ignoring. That apology wasn't just for show. It was a wake-up call to the WNBA and the fans, promising things are gonna change. And Caitlin, she's leading the charge and says she will now try to adjust after the previous behavior of WNBA. If the WNBA doesn't fix their act now, they'll lose a lot more than just Caitlin next time. I think it'll be a little bit of an adjustment period for myself, not really. So now Caitlin's back, but it's on her term. The WNBA knows they can't afford to screw this up again. With Caitlin returning, they're not just getting their star back, they're getting a chance to rewrite their entire story. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about fixing what's broken, and Caitlin's the one holding all the cards. It's a power shift like we've never seen, and it's going to be the story that everyone talks about for years. The investigation into the league's internal issues didn't just uncover a few bad apples. Oh no, this was a full-on scandal. Turns out, Caitlin had been dealing with all sorts of garbage on and off the court. And who were the stars of this horror show? Angel Reese and Alyssa Thomas. Of course, you had to know their names would come up, right? These two had apparently been dishing out a lot more than just hard fouls, racist comments, bullying, you name it. And the league? Well, they figured they'd let it slide because, hey, Caitlin versus Angel, good for ratings, right? Spoiler alert, it wasn't. For months, Caitlin had been quietly putting up with this nonsense, hoping someone would step in. But the WNBA, they pretty much turned a blind eye, pretending it was just some friendly rivalry. But when Caitlin finally had enough and said, I'm out of here, the league suddenly realized they'd just made the biggest mistake of their lives. Because Caitlin wasn't just a superstar, she was the superstar. And when she walked out the door, oh, the money went with her. Ticket sales? Gone. Viewership? Tanked? Sponsors? Don't even get me started. So, what did the WNBA do?